Hey guys, Planetgreenzen, Green Zen, and thank you for coming to my channel. Now, I hope the people of Zen are doing more phenomenal out there. And as always, I have a question for you guys. Do you wish it were as easy as taking a test to create abundance and wealth in life? What if I said it were that simple? You'd probably say something like, Greg, are you smoking that wacky tobacco? That's ludicrous. That's nonsense talk. Well, in today's video, what I want to cover with you guys is what are the tests for success. So stay tuned.
Planet Green Zen, inspiring the everyday person to break free from the mundane and take action.
Alrighty guys, test number one is negative people in your circle. That's a big test because you will need to recognize who these people are that are bringing you down, that are energy sucking vampires, and then be able to put them aside and actually replace them with positive, happy people. Now, it's not to say that they're really good friends, but they're just negative, that you can't go hang out with them here and there, go to happy hour, things like that. But you need to surround yourself around positive people who actually help you feel better and help you feel like you've accomplished things in life. So you want to replace negative people with positive people. That is a true test because that is hard for many people to do. And some people just accept it and then they stay stagnant their whole lives and never accomplish greatness that they were meant to do while they're on this earth. So that's one test. Alrighty, another test is revolving failure, which means you have to fail before you become successful. And this is a huge test for people because we live in a world where instant gratification is what we all expect. So if something doesn't go right the first time, we want to move on to the next thing. But that is not the way to do it, guys, because failure actually is part of becoming successful. Now, it may be hard for a lot of you to believe this, but failure actually leads to success because when you fail, you learn from those mistakes, you become better, wiser, stronger, you become more gracious and more grateful to things, you have more inner core peace with yourself after you failed and came back from that. So failure is part of your success training. You must be willing to go through this. Okay guys, number three is something that people may not want to hear is losing money. What do you mean losing money? I don't want to do that. I know, I get it. No one wants to lose money, but as part of your process in obtaining what you want in life, you are going to actually go to seminars, go to read books, take different courses, things like that, invest money into things that turns out to be flops or not what you thought they were, and that money is gone bye-bye. It's like driving 100 miles an hour on the freeway and just throwing that bag of money out of the window. How is that helping me become successful? I get it, guys. But again, it's part of the process. If you study a lot of multi-million and billionaires, some of them lost millions of dollars. Can you even fathom that? And then they came back from that because they knew that that was part of the process. They learned for it. They were grateful for those mistakes. And then they just moved on and learned from that and actually grew faster. So you will actually lose money on your way to success in entrepreneurship because you're going to have to do a lot of A/B testing, trial and error. And you just don't know that until you give things a try. So just be prepared to lose money, but not stupidly. Don't spend tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on things that you don't know about. Educate yourself on something before you pull that trigger, and you will thank yourself later. Okay guys, the next one is spending years mastering your craft when you don't even know if it's worth it or if it's even working. Now if you guys remember the book by Darren Hardy called The Compound Effect, that's actually what you're doing here because you're mastering your craft. You don't see results for months, for even a couple of years. And you may want to give up, say, well, I've been doing this so long, I just need to give up. But again, part of your success test is not giving up because you can become a master at something and then boom, you will be able to get successful results if you just keep going and not giving up. So again, become a master, take the years it needs to study, master your craft, and you will be okay. All right, guys, another test for success is struggling to stay focused on one task. Let's say you decide, okay, I'm going to do some research on something. You open 10 internet tabs, you go to 10 different websites. You look at one website and you blink and then you're actually on the couch watching TV and it's been a couple hours and you're like, how did I end up here? Again, don't feel too bad about that because part of your success is you will be off track, you will be not focused, and you will have to come back though. But the key is to actually always have your focal point and know where you're going. So even if you veer off this way, you're gonna come back this way. If you veer off this way, you're gonna come back this way. If you veer off this way, you're gonna come back this way. If you go down this way, you're gonna come right back up and just stay on track because we are human. No one is perfect. No one is 100% on track all the time. You will have days where you are just off, you don't feel right, but just never stop and just keep pushing forward to your goal. And that's the key to success. Again, you will fall off. You will have days you don't accomplish some habits, which are fine. Again, don't live by the if only, live by the next time. And what that means is don't live by, oh, if only I did my habits today, then you feel bad and you don't do it the next day. You just say, okay, well, I'm gonna do it the next day. Next time, I'm just going to do it and just move on. Don't even think about the past. It's over with. You can't change it, and just move forward. Okay, and the next test for success kind of ties into the prior one is you need to have strong willpower in order to keep moving forward, even when you're tired, you're exhausted, and again, you don't want to do something, because willpower will keep you going, keep your batteries recharged when you are on E and you're drained. Again, developing a strong why statement and a strong why belief in your mind and subconscious and paradigm will allow you to actually fuel your willpower that will allow you to keep going even when you don't want to. So that's another test of success, having willpower to keep going even when you don't want to. Okay, and the last tip I'll share with you guys for success is analysis paralysis. That's part of your test as well, because a lot of times people have so much analysis paralysis that they don't take action. But the key to that is you will need to take action. So your test is actually to push through that barrier and actually just start to try it out. Because again, like I said, you will make mistakes, you will fail, but if you fail forward and not backwards, that's the key to success. Think about it this way. Again, you can read every book in the world, watch every video on how to drive a car, but until you get in that driver's seat yourself and physically experience how it's like, you will never learn how to drive a car. So again, don't get analysis paralysis. It's okay to study for a little bit of time before you take action, but don't let that consume you for, you look back 5-10 years later and you didn't do anything. So that's another test, is getting over that analysis paralysis. Alrighty guys, well that's all that I have for you for this video. Now, you know what time it is. It's time for the quote of the day. And this quote is from the Stoic Emperor. And the Stoic Emperor says, "Rise to the level of your ideals, not to the average of your environment." This is Greg with Planet Green Zen signing off. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.